Okay everybody, welcome to lesson 3 of laser. Today it's going to be just me, so we'll do it a little different, but we'll be focusing still on relative clauses and giving you some answers to the homework and setting the next homework. So to begin with, we thought maybe there would be some words that you can use the translation of to make sure you understand the tasks and understand the explanation from the last lesson. So if we look at the board over here, you can see the translation for some vocabulary and for some grammar we were using last time. So here you can see the translation of relative clauses. I won't try to pronounce it. Shot, as in camera shot. Tough. And celebrity, what a celebrity is. You may recognize some of those words from the tasks you did from your homework. If you weren't able to do some of the tasks from the homework because you didn't understand those words, please pause the lesson now and you can make an attempt at exercises 1, 2 and 3 now that you know the translations. If you look at the translations of those words, maybe it will be useful for you to write the translations in your pupils' books, in your students' books. Okay, so let's begin by discussing exercise 1. Match to make sentences. I'll begin by giving you the answers and you can check your answers with what I'm saying. Number 1. I don't like reading magazines C, which just talk about the lives of celebrities. Number 2. I learned about the story from someone E, who works in the media. Number 3. We got the chance to visit the TV studio B, where they make my favorite show. 4. I'm not interested in people A, who just talk about the lives of celebrities. Number 5. That's the magazine that printed my article about the media. D. One more time, I'll quickly give you the answers. 1C, 2E, 3B, 4A, 5D. Exercise 2. Tick the sentences where the word in bold is correct. If it's wrong, write the correct word. Number 1. Where's the magazine that I was reading? Tick, correct. Number 2. The journalist whose wrote the article appeared on TV? Incorrect. It should be who. The journalist who wrote the article appeared on TV. Don't forget, we only use whose when we're discussing possession. Number 3. The app who I bought didn't work on my phone. Incorrect. We only use who when we're talking about a person, not apps. So number 3, the app which I bought or the app that I bought didn't work on my phone. Number 4, that's the building where they print the Times? Correct. Number 5, there will be many people in the media who lose their jobs? Correct. Number 6, the music magazine that I usually read is Rolling Stone. Correct. Exercise 3. A job in TV. This is where some of the vocabulary that we used on the board will be useful for you, particularly the idea of a camera shot. Okay, so let's begin by discussing exercise 3. I'll read it with the correct answers. And then I'll announce the correct answers at the end as well to make sure you can check. So, number 1. The room where it all happens when you're making a TV show is called the control room. Number 2. The people who work in the control room tell everyone else what to do, and the person who is in charge of the control room is the director. That's the job that I would most like to do. You look at the screens which are in front of you and decide which shots to use. You communicate through a microphone with the studio where the program is being made, and you tell the people who are controlling the cameras what to film next. There's a lot of pressure to get it right, and the decisions which you have to be the right ones. It's tough, but it's a very exciting career. Okay, an interesting article about working in television there. I'll quickly give you the answers again so you can check what you've written. Number 1, where. Number 2, who. Number 3, who. Number 4, that or which. Number 5, that or which. Number 6, where. Number 7, who. Number 8, that or which. Don't forget, we have some straightforward rules about which relative pronouns to use. We use where for places. We use who for people. And we use that or which for things. We use whose for possession. Don't forget, exercise 4 you don't have to do now. We'll do exercise 4, we'll come back to it when you're next in the classroom. But your next piece of homework is in the workbook. So, your homework will be the workbook. Workbook. Pages 88, 89 and 90. Okay, well, let's discuss the homework now. So we're beginning Unit 14 in the workbook. We'll begin with the reading tasks. These 5 texts are comments from the same blog. Read the 5 comments and match them to the names. So we have our 5 comments here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we have our 5 names here. A, B, C, D, E. So, simply read the texts and write the correct answers. 1, A, B, C, D, 2, E, D, E, 2, 3, 4, or 5. The next task is the word power. The word power is very similar to the word power we've already done in the pupils book. So, the main words are from the words used in the article about the media. Write a word in each gap to complete the sentences. Exercise 3 is a mixture of vocabulary and reading. And exercise 4, choose the correct word or phrase. So all of these words are from the article about the media, so I think they shouldn't be too difficult. Lastly, we have the grammar. Look again at the grammar database on page 154 before doing these exercises. So most of this grammar exercise is the same topic we've already been discussing and we've already checked the answers for today. Relative pronouns and relative clauses. Exercise 1, choose the correct word. If you look at the words in bold, you'll notice that they're all relative pronouns. You know the rules for relative pronouns now. Who for people, where for places, that or which for things, and whose for possession. So, I think you'll find this task straightforward. Exercise 2, read the sentences with relative clauses and choose A or B, which one is true. And exercise 3, complete the sentences with relative clauses. In some sentences, 2 different words are possible. So this is very like the example I did on the board in the last example, in the last lesson I mean. So I think you'll find this straightforward. So once again, your homework is the workbook, page 88, 89 and 90. We'll check those answers when you're next back in the lesson. Okay, enjoy the rest of your week and the weekend, and I'm looking forward to seeing you when we're back in the classroom next week.